Hey everyone, it's me. I'm back again, and before the video starts, before I start the story, I want you all to know that when the video came out, I got my first comment on the video, and it said, "How how dare he how dare he break a beautiful moment like that?" Yeah, that was something. I was actually laughing in my head. But still. Anyway, let's get back. Let's get to it. I think this is episode 6 of the USJ incident, the USJ arc. Okay, let me get into this. Before we start that, here's a quick announcement. I will be doing of My Hero, a semi crossover between My Hero Academia and Marvel's. I will make Leo Bullseye. I will make my OC character Leo, the son of Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and yes, he will have Spider-Man's powers. And he'll get one for all. Since this is his quirk. Of course, since this is Leo's power, it will probably. I'll give him a few extra things like all of you wanted. Camouflage, poisonous touch, which by the way isn't really poison, just electricity, and maybe organic webs. Oh yeah, in that video, Peter can also shoot organic webs. It's just that he had a hard time as a kid trying to actually. It's just that it spread everywhere, so pretty much, yeah. Anyway, let's get to it. And now we start the video. Okay, what happened in the whole, what happened at the, the whole, how can I say this? The whole, little cafeteria, alarm goes off, things like that. This is a recap, so yeah. Everything like that just happened. So pretty much, yeah. Now we go ahead to, since lunch is over and everyone gets their hero costumes, getting ready to leave as they all put on their hero costumes to get ready for, the USJ to go there. Leo puts on his costume, and he still can't get enough of actually wearing his costume, because literally he really does want to wear it. Anyway, when he goes out and goes to the bus, everyone then comes out. Leo still gets flustered every time he sees Izumi's hero costume. Now, you were expecting it to be the same as the original Deku, but no, it's totally different. She has arm braces, and she also has those iron souls. And yeah. Pretty much, yeah, it's like that. Leo still gets a huge blush every time he sees it. He whispers in his head, "Oh my god, it's official. Izumi is my green bunny. How did I get so lucky?" Then Leo said, "Okay, everyone, it's time to get on. First, ladies go in first, because ladies go in first, then the guys will go in second." Then Kaminari said, "Hey, why do girls get to go in first?" Then Leo said, because it's the way that a gentleman should do it." What? I can tell that you're not gonna have a girlfriend, dude. Leo said that, and Kaminari now has a broken heart, saying, "What?" Everyone then starts laughing at Kaminari's broken heart. Broken face of a broken heart. Then Leo says, "Sorry, dude, I didn't mean to break something." Then Kaminari said, "Shut up. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you by buying you some yogurt." Then Kaminari, "I'll buy you a cake." Kaminari then perks up and says, "Really?" "Yep, but after this. I'll give it to you tomorrow." "Okay." Then all the girls go inside the bus first, and all the guys go in second. Leo sits right next to Izumi as because he wants to be close to her. So then everything happens. The bus. Sue says, "Hey, Midoriya," and Izumi just freezes and just says, "Yes, Sue? Is there something you need?" "No, not really. It does say your quirk. It's kind of like All Might's quirk." Then, Izumi has a gulp. Then Leo says, that could be true, but there's a huge difference." "What do you mean, Leo?" You see, I was helping Izumi train during the week before we got into UA. When I saw her power, I saw that it actually injured her a lot. That when I saw it, I pretty much freaked out every time she used it. Luckily, my family knew my family knew someone who could heal her. Because literally, what I saw pretty much broke something inside me. So I decided to help her get up to more power, to get her body ready even more to use more use of One for All. And when that happened, and she managed to get up to about 75 of it. Sue says, "What will happen when she gets to 100? Leo says, "She'll probably be able to do things like All Might. I don't know. Maybe." "By the way, Izumi." "Yes, Leo?" You should probably not copy what All Might does. You should you should probably do things what you can do. Like for one, speed. Ida, his quirk is all about speed. Since he doesn't have a power-up type, since he's not a power type, he counts on his speed like his entire family does. So, Izumi, pretty much, yeah. Pretty much that's what I'm saying. Izumi. He concentrates on speed because it helps save more lives. Sure, strength can help and all, but still, it also causes a bit of destruction as well. So what do you say, Izumi? Do you want to do more speed training? When the moment you agree to this, you'll be doing less strength training, and it'll be focused only on your speed. Do you want to do that? Then Izumi says, "Yeah, I want to be a hero that can save others." So yeah, this is gonna happen a bit early. Ida hears this and says, uh, has a pink blush on his face, saying, "Thank you for that speech, Leo." "You're welcome, Ida." Anyway, then Kirishima then says, it's probably really awesome that you guys got good quirks, especially you two, especially the 4 people in our class." "What do you mean by that?" Kirishima Leo says. Like for you, Leo, you got an awesome quirk that allows you to do some things. And Midoriya, she can practically do some awesome things with her quirk. Bakugo and Todoroki, yeah, they got flashy quirks. But for me, I got a quirk that only allows me to harden. Sure, it's made for a shield or a spear, but what I really wanted was a really flashy quirk. I got the short end of the straw. Then Izumi says, "No, no, Kirishima, you got a good quirk. It's definitely suited for a pro hero. I mean, future pro hero. Future pro hero. Thanks, Midoriya. But still, it still sucks that I got stuck with this quirk instead of a different one." Then Izawa says, "Stop messing around, everyone. We're almost there. We're about to reach the place." Then everyone stops messing around as the bus stops. They go out. They get off the bus and they saw someone they did not expect to meet. 13. 13 says, "Oh, I've been waiting for all of you. It's good to meet everyone. Finally meet everyone." Then Izumi says, "Oh my God, this is a space hero. It's a space hero. 13. She saved so many people. He saved so many people from accidents and disasters." Then Uraka says, "He's my favorite hero." Because of the huge kind of same quirk thing. Anyway, then 13 says, "Okay, everyone, it's time to come into the facility that I built for rescue training." As everyone enters, okay, guys, this is episode 6 of Fight for What You Love. I mean, fight to protect what you love. Nightmare in the Dome. Or War in the Dome. I don't even give a crap. You guys decide on a name. Anyway, let's start. Back to the story. As they all entered, everyone is amazed at the sight of it. Kirishima then says, "This is kind of like Universal Japan, like an amusement park." Everyone keeps looking at it, looks in amazement. Then 13 says, the same thing he says in the original anime, because literally I can't say what he says. Dang, bad memory. And Mr. Aizawa says, "Hey, where's All Might? Isn't he supposed to meet up with you? Don't tell me. He booked an interview instead." Then 13.3. Then 13 went over to erase her head and poked out 3 fingers. Leo sees this and he knows what it means. Wait, isn't that supposed to indicate 3 hours? Wait a minute. Is there something wrong with All Might? Leo listens in. Even though there is a lot of talk from everyone, he's still focused on listening in on their conversation. This is what they said. Actually, that he did too much hero work on the way over. He only had enough power to only get to school, finally get to school after he was done. After that, he went back to being a normal person. Well, his Small Might form. So, I'm sorry, but he won't be here. Then Eraserhead then says, I guess this is what happens when you're practically at the high top of being a hero. This is why I'd rather work in the shadows than looking for fame. It gets in the way. Fame just gets in the way. Then Leo says, "Oh my, so that's what happened. Maybe there's a way I can help All Might. Maybe my mom's friend can heal him." if it's that bad, then maybe, even though it's not enough to help, but maybe just a little? Izumi also saw this and looked at Leo as he came to realization and saw Leo that he had his hand on his ear trying to listen in. Izumi then gulped and said in her head, Leo, I don't, should I tell him? Should I really tell him? I have to tell All Might. Then maybe I'll get permission to tell him. Leo then put his hand down and put it in his pocket of his costume. So there is something wrong. So anyway, let's get to it. Then 13 does her usual speech. Maybe 1, 2, 3, and everyone says, "We get it." Then Leo says, 13, I think you should probably write down a script just in case if you want to make a speech. 13 then nods its head and says, "Sure, I'll do that." Then he goes on and saying about, the quirks, how they're meant to save people and how they can hurt people, even though you have good intentions. If you lack control over your quirk, you could literally kill someone. Leo listens, and so does Izumi, as she comes to the realization that that All Might's power could actually end someone's life. Leo then looks down at his hands and says, "I already knew that, but still, it kind of hurts when it comes from but it hurts even more when it comes from a pro hero." Then Eraserhead said, "Well, with all that aside, let's get to work. The first one we'll do it. The first disaster zone is he was soon interrupted when all the lights, the power in the USJ went off, and the whole black hole thing come along." Leo says, "What in the world is that?" Everyone then looked towards where Leo was pointing at, and Mr. Aizawa as well. A big portal and a bunch of villains come out. And Kirishima then says, "Hey, I thought we were supposed to be training on how to rescue people, not fighting villains. Is this a part of the test? Are we supposed to?" Then Sue says, "Are we supposed to save people from villains? People from villains without actually fighting them? Or avoid fighting them? If so, that's going to be pretty tough for all of us." Bago then says, "Doesn't matter. I'll crush them all." Then Sue says, "Yeah, but it's probably a test where you can't fight them. You'll have to avoid combat." "What? Damn it. Do I have to actually run away from them? Like a coward?" Then Leo says in his head, "No, it doesn't look like it's part of the training. This is real." Leo then stretches out his hands. Izumi sees it and she asks Leo, "What are you doing?" "I got a bad feeling, Izumi. I got a real bad feeling." "Well, can you put your hands down? It's probably part of the training." "No, Izumi, I don't think this is a part of training at all. I think this is actually real." Izumi then said, "Wait, you think it's real?" Then everyone looked to Izumi as she just shouted out loud, "Oops. Wait, this is real?" Kirishima says. Susan says, No way. There's no way. Those guys are actually real villains?" then Mr. Aizawa says, yes, those are real villains. Now back away. Then Izumi says, what are you going to do, Mr. Aizawa? Mr. Aizawa, what do you think you're going to do? Your quirk is meant for espionage. It's meant for stealth missions against other villains. You're a hero that helps other people, that helps other heroes take down villains. Your quirk isn't your style of fighting isn't suited for this. Then Mr. Aizawa then smirks and says, you can't be a pro if you have one trick. Just have one trick. Then as he says that, he jumps right into the fight and takes down as many foe villains as he can. Leo then says, Izumi, you shouldn't have underestimated him. He is a pro hero, so yeah, he's got the skills. Izumi says, I guess you're right. I guess I did underestimate him. Well, anyway, we need to go now. Leo points out as everyone is already starting to run. Izumi says, sure. After that, they start running to the exit. After that, they start running for the exit. Until Kirigiri came out of nowhere and said, sorry, can't let you all get away. Let you get away. My name is Kirigiri of the League of Villains. We have decided to welcome ourselves in this haven of justice, the of UA. To tell you the truth, we only came here for All Might. Don't you think the USJ? Don't you think this place is a very good is a suitable place for the symbol of peace to take his last breath? Then everyone was confused at what he meant by that. Except for Leo, he put the pieces together and said, wait, are they here to kill All Might? He only says that in his head, as he saw both Bakugo and Kirishima about to jump right in, but Leo managed to grab them by their hero costumes, saying, Don't, it won't work. Don't you see he's a living warp gate? He's actually a living warp gate. Your attacks won't do anything. You'll just phase right through him, or get transported somewhere else. Then Bakugo said, let me go! As he says this, he's about to throw an explosion, as Izumi then grabs his hand and says, no, Kachan, don't do it. Let me go, you bitch! Leo, trying to contain his anger, trying not to actually break Bakugo. Kirishima then says, but we have to protect everyone. No, you'll just get in the way. Look, as 13 uses her quirk Black Hole. This actually tries to suck in Kirigiri. Wait. He was going to use his quirk, which means we could have gotten in the way and got sucked in ourselves. You see, Leo then says, see, I saved you from almost killing yourselves. Sorry, and then 13 says, sorry, but I won't let you hurt anyone, or hurt any of these young students. Kirigiri then says, Kirigiri then makes a portal is about to happen behind, and is about to, do the same thing as he did with 13 at the original anime. Leo sees this as he lets go of both Bakugo and Kirishima and rushes through the crowd, pushing 13 out of the way as 13 deactivated his quirk. Leo then gets out of the way before the warp gate even swallows him. 13 says, thank you, Bullseye. Thanks, Bullseye. That could have been me. Nope. Don't mention it, 13. Then Gary says, you have a good eye on you, kid. Too bad it's not enough. He says this as everyone didn't get about to get warped out, but Leo reacts to this and gets some of the people out of the way. Now this is going to be different. He gets Bakugo and Kirishima out of there, along with Sue and Mineta. But unfortunately, that was only the many people who can get out, and everyone else ended up getting warped. Luckily, Ida wasn't in there. And now the fight for everything happens. Leo then holds on to Izumi as they're transported to the shipwreck zone and land in the water. Leo says, "Son of a... Izumi, are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm alright." "Yep, I'm okay." "There's a ship over there. I guess we're in the shipwreck zone. Come on, let's go over there." He says this, and then in his gut saying, "Danger." He gets a horrible gut feeling telling him that danger is nearby. He turns around and sees the shark villain. Leo says, "Hold on, Izumi." What? As Izumi says this, Leo grabs her and creates a shock wave from his feet, and then repels him into the air. The shark villain that says, "Get back here, you brats!" Leo then says, "Izumi, create a shock wave." Got it. She then does a hand flick. She then about to flick her finger and does, creating a big giant whirlpool. Yep, that's a bit early. Then Leo says, "Okay, now let's get back to land." Okay, everyone, this is where I'm going to end the video. This is just part 1 of the USJ incident, and thank you for watching this amazing video. Woo! And toodles. I'll also be making. Anyway, let's just. You know what? I'm just gonna end it.